The Parliamentary Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs has conducted approval hearings for sit-down Bishop Emeritus Dr. David Oginde for the position of Chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC. Appearing before the committee chaired by Tharaka MP Gitonga Murugara at the County Hall mini-chamber, Dr. Oginde pledged to serve diligently without fear and favor, just as he had done previously as a bishop. Dr. Oginde said that prayer convinced him to apply for the role, which led to his nomination by President William Ruto last month, following recommendations by the Public Service Commission, PSC. Now, if appointed, Dr. Oginde will replace retired Anglican Archbishop Dr. Eliud Obukala, who has retired after serving as EACC chair for the past 6 years.
Why will you put yourself in a position knowing that, and I quote your words, that we are a corrupt nation? And I further quote that corruption cannot be fought, it cannot be enforced. I think you repeated that a few times. Knowing all these things then, Bishop Oginde, why do you want to soil your name to be the chairman of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in a country that is clearly, as you say, corrupt and there's no cure?
What interventions do we intend to make? At the risk of repeating myself, I think this may sound not the kind of things that Kenyans want. But culture change in any organization, if you go to an organization and you find that things are not working and people are coming late, everybody is coming late, the corridors are dirty, walls are broken, taps are leaking, what it tells you is that there's a culture of mediocrity that has permeated that organization, so that people don't see the rot that is there, because you get used to it. You go to the bathroom and you find the tap is leaking, but you got used to it. It doesn't bother you anymore. If you are going to make a difference as a new leader in that organization, the first thing you work on is culture change.
As a man of the church, specific areas where you think sufficient things have not been done. You mentioned Anglicanism. I'm beginning to like you on this one. You mentioned Anglicanism, you said it's brilliant minds, but you have got a more brilliant mind to unravel it. Are you willing to go to areas like Anglicanism, implementation of the Ndungu report, insist on the TJRC because that's where the biggest corruption is, report being made public, so that are you going to use your independence, independent from the government and the appointing authority, to go into the areas where there were serious things and they've been pushed under the carpet for a very long time?
We need to focus on high-level corruption in order for us to really tackle this. And again, I would appeal to Parliament, I'm not sure whether there's such legislation, but there should be, that high-impact corruption cases, there should be a legal framework that they should be dealt with expeditiously, the way we deal with presidential petitions, so that they are not dragged on forever. Either people are guilty or they are not. So if there is a high-impact case, we could say within legislation, they have to be completed within 6 months or within 3 months, whatever it takes.